Okay, we are back in Friendsim 2. Let's get into
Load.
it.
Load slot 3, Monday, May 15. Load slot 5, Monday, May 15,
right here,
2023, 1951, Route 5, Quest for Revolution selected.
Like a copy of our party.
And so, your party is victorious over the foes that now lie dead on the ground before you. Truly it is a day of great triumph.
We're so fucking good at this game.
I just want you to have fun, Uwu.
Well, I'm having fun when I'm good at this game.
She sounds so similar to another cerulean you know when she says that. Off to the side you can see the silhouettes of bandits surrounding the party. Thistletail brings a hand slowly to...
Which one would that
She
be?
sounds
That
so
might be,
similar to another cerulean you know when she says that.
I don't know, it doesn't really sound like our data, but who are the other ceruleans? This thing. Remiel or whatever? I think that's one. Oh shoot, I looked through the troll call. Just trying to refresh my memory on some of this stuff. It's been a while. Anyway.
The party heals and re-equips, readying themselves for the next encounter.
Hey, Grub Size, this is a pretty good run so far, but how about we get a chance to breathe?
As you walk down the tunnel away from the bandits, it's clear that this journey has been wearing on the party.
Indeed it has. A weariness that seeps to our very bones.
Suddenly, you find the path blocked by a gelatinous mass, bearing the remains of previous adventuring parties. Silently, you glance at each other, certain that this is funneling you into a trap of some kind. The further you walk, the darker and more cold it becomes, and you get the feeling that something lies in wait up ahead. Something old, something deep, something evil.
Wait, hold up. I think I hear something.
The party readies themselves for combat. Party, Elaine.
Oh, sweet.
HP 60/60.
I'll turn off the
MP 75/80, Thistletail. HP 96/96. MP 50/50.
I like they're using
self-voicing disabled.
Skeleton models from yeah, these are all the way back to Homestuck, I think. Alright, let's see here. Probably go for the magician. Well, actually, if they are... letting us recharge all of our abilities after everyone, I'll just go through and inspect everyone. If you're going to use the inspect thing, it's supposed to do it early on because it just kind of keeps the inspect. So go archer. Yeah, definitely go after the archer. No one needs any healing or anything. Oh, this is pretty easy from here on. Okay, it says being getting kind of low, but shouldn't be an issue. Tank is nearly down. Actually, might be able to take down the tank with the heavy attack.
Self-voicing enabled. And so, your party is victorious over the foes that now lie dead on the ground before you. Truly it is a day of great triumph.
That went considerably better than expected.
I'll have to make it harder next time then, ooh.
The party heals and re-equips, readying themselves for the next encounter. The skeletons dispatched, you continue walking deeper and deeper into this dungeon you long since realized was a trap. The idea of going back the way you came has long since faded. Because you can feel what lurks at the heart of the dungeon. Something stirring that cannot be allowed to awaken. Something that needs to be destroyed.
Could we check for monsters? I feel like we're going to get ourselves killed if we try to do this without resting.
Sure, you don't notice any signs of monsters nearby.
Well then, we're setting up camp.
The party finds a secluded spot free of danger and sets up their bedrolls and lights a fire to help ward off the darkness and monsters beyond it. As soon as camp is set up, Elaine immediately curls up in her bedroll and begins snoring. The thespian and Thistletail sit up, staring out into the darkness beyond the light of the campfire.
Thou lookest like a man with something on his mind.
You could say that, yes?
Dost thou wishest to talk about it? I can lend an ear, if nothing else.
The thespian bows his head, casting a heavy shadow across his face.
Ooh, save scum time. Let's see.
How does he feel about you?
Okay.
Are you always this vague with your traveling companions?
It is not mine intention to be vague, only to knowest more about where I stand with this party.
The thespian shrugs and bows his head. Wait, wasn't he just bowing his head a second ago?
Look, do you want to tell the story? Ooh.
Okay, fine. You can't read the thespian's expression in the shadows.
If I hath offended thee, then I apologize.
Not that. It's just that I barely know you. Why should I trust you?
Save.
Because I am trustworthy.
Because you're trustworthy.
And now you're just arguing in circles. I hope you didn't think you were going to win in a linguistic sparring match against someone called the Thespian.
I thought that Elaine was the thespian of the party.
Everyone's playing a bard these days, look at that.
No, you idiot, that's... Oh, by all the gods of hell itself, I don't even know if you're being serious or if you're really that stupid.
Actually, let's,
Quit game. Previous save. Next.
Okay, so it looks like it's the same question, but let's try this other...
Load. Loading will lose
No, okay. First we save, then we scum. And I killed the auto voicer. Well, crap. The thespian seems to consider this for a moment, stroking his chin thoughtfully with one hand.
I suppose, but you realize it's never that simple. Trust is the result of a relationship, and you and I, we don't have one.
Thou woundest me with thine words.
So, my life exists outside of you.
Okay, that feels pointed.
I'm simply playing the role. If you choose to read deeper meaning into that, I can't help you.
Okay, which one did I like the best? Maybe I'll fix the auto voicer. Try reloading. Last time I had to completely restart the thing. Yeah, let's go this one. Ah, shoot, I just saved over it.
And now you're just arguing in circles.
Okay, now resave here. Where does he come from?
What do you mean by that?
His tone is heavy with suspicion. Let's see the Scamu. Before he started traveling with Elaine. Slowly, the thespian nods and examines the nails out of his right hand.
You want to know of my exploits in these last few sweeps?
It seems a reasonable and polite thing to ask of one's companions.
Well, I've been on the run from the forces of my former kingdom, although at this point, I think they're scarcely even aware of my existence.
You could choose to go back, mayhaps?
The thespian lets out a short laugh and shakes his head. The rustle of the hood as he does this sounds like the smoke over a fire.
Does smoke over a fire even sound like?
Obviously like the rustle of a cloak's hood. Pay attention, Uwu.
Excuse me? We were having a roleplay moment.
Yeah, you were learning about this character's tragic and important backstory.
If I go back, then I simply make them aware of me again. Better to languish in obscurity than die in infamy.
Okay. Let's see what the other option yields us. I just like seeing all the text. Originally, like his home. For the way the thespian stiffens up as soon as this question leaves your mouth, you're guessing it wasn't the best choice in terms of conversation topics.
If I hath offended...
As far as I'm concerned, there's a wall there in my past, stretching to infinity in every direction and erected long before you and I first met. Those who've seen what lay before it would be wise to forget everything they saw, and the rest will never see.
Okay, weird. I really don't remember his original appearance in Friendsim 1, so I'd have to go back and review that or something, but whatever. What is he doing with Elaine?
Not to give offense, but thou seem like odd fellows.
Because she prefers the company of women?
That was not what I was implying. More so that thou and her are so different personally.
Well, sometimes circumstances force one to associate with those you normally might not. Besides, I've become somewhat fond of her company over the time we've spent adventuring together.
Lol, that's cute.
Oh, shut up. You're interrupting my flow.
I suppose I had not thought of it like that.
Slowly, the thespian nods and taps his index finger against the side of his chin. A rhythmic gesture you're not even sure he's aware of.
Circumstances often force us to adapt what we think.
How does he feel about Elaine? The thespian doesn't respond at first, but you can see the way his eyebrows knit up under the edge of his hood.
That is a complicated question.
So, thou wishest not to speak of it?
Not that. Just, she's not the kind of person I was originally encouraged to associate with.
You notice that Link's face has a kind of faraway look as he trails off.
Hey, you good?
Link blinks and suddenly his expression is back to the normal, detached way he always seems to look.
When I was undergoing my wizard training, that is.
Of course, but we all find ourselves traveling with those we don't expect.
Indeed. And I'll admit that Elaine has proven to be quite a steadfast companion. I'm loath to admit it, but we have much more in common than I first thought.
The thespian smiles slowly and nods to Thistletail. What does he think lies ahead?
Who knows?
In all honesty, I was hoping that thou wouldst.
Well, I don't. I'm just as much in the dark as any of the rest of you. You think my experiences in a tower makes things any different?
It was just that thou hast such a worldly air about thee.
Yeah, well, ask Elaine about hiding insecurities behind a worldly air.
Hey, what the fuck does that mean?
Don't metagame, Elle. Your character's asleep. I think what lies ahead is we do our best to survive the moment, and then go from there.
What can be done to prepare?
Whilst I appreciate thy vagaries as much as the next person, a more actionable plan would be appreciated.
I have no idea. Why don't you tell me what you were thinking?
I was thinking of Save Scumming. You were gonna rely on him. You'd figure you'd do everything by yourself. Okay, let's see what we get here.
I can hardly wait to have to carry your dead weight.
The thespian's voice is absolutely dripping with sarcasm.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure in this world.
Alright, first off I'm going to save right here and go back and check my save scum and see what this, you figured you'd do everything yourself.
I suppose that's admirable, in an incredibly short-sighted and immature kind of way.
Okay, good enough. I know, riveting choices being made here. Okay, sleep comes uneasy, but you finally drift off. Your dreams are haunted by the ghostly images of a man you're not sure you've ever met who makes you impossible promises. Sadly, Thistletail oversleeps, leaving them unable to prepare for the battle ahead. In the distance, you hear something massive moving in the dungeon. Something deep and ancient and very, very old.
I art getting a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, no shit.
Slowly, the sound of something impossibly massive rolls through the tunnels, somehow too big for the space and you're able to move freely. And all at once, it's upon you.
Wait, you're not even gonna describe it?
Well, first things first, let's check this message. Haven't seen the messages in a while. From Marvis. At Chixie, girl, that latest single was sad AF. Big thanks to selling out for running sound yesterday. Okay, so, well, geez. So, Elward has been busy.
It's It's so horrible that words can't describe it. Woo!
Yeah, not gonna lie, that feels like you didn't have time to draw it yet.
It's not that. I couldn't. I'm not good enough at drawing to make it look terrifying enough. So just imagine it, Woo.
Fine, let's do this.
The party readies themselves for battle. Playing boasters party's luck. What will Thistle Tail do next? Okay, I'm gonna stop voicing this. Let's use insight on the unspeakable, unknowable. Holy crap. I'm getting the impression we are just going to straight up lose this one no matter what we do, so... I'm going to mark the 4. Seems like that is the biggest problem right here. Try flirting with the unknowable horror. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, so reducing in damage here. Maybe it's based on percentage or something. Stabilize wounds prevents a one-hit kill on... Alright, so I think I may be misreading that. I think it might just be you, like, avoid one death. Because Elaine freaking needs it. Oh shoot, now I don't have enough to protect the thespian First, I'm going to conceal. So, then we can start. Now we get the system going. Questioning the nature of reality. Okay, good. You do that. Oh, okay. The Unknowable Horror has pretty much out of mana. That's good. Unknowable Horror with that one final gasp before they sink into the floor unmoving. Oh yeah, the auto voice is still busted. And so, your party is victorious over the foes that now lie dead on the ground before you. Truly, it is a day of great triumph.
As easy as taking sugar-based treats from a grub.
Grubs can't have that. It'll hurt their tummies.
I know, so taking it away is doing him a favor if you think about it.
Didn't they already use that line somewhere? Oh. The party heals and re-equips, readying themselves for the next encounter. As the creature dies, it lets out a shout that seems to reverberate through the entirety of the Underground. It fades quickly, and you're not even sure if it was real in the first place, but the wounds you carry suggest otherwise. You return to your camp to rest, heal, and prepare to make your way out of the dungeon.
Hey, real quick, how much longer are you planning to go here?
I don't know. I had another set of encounters planned, Dulu.
Okay, cool. But I need to go finish something up, okay? Maybe do this later.
I guess that's okay.
Well, you certainly put a lot of effort in that story.
Yeah, she really did. Wanchi grins bashfully and looks down at the ground.
Thanks. I got some help from Daria. They said it was good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go now.
I guess I should probably get ready to go back to the caverns. Ooh, it'll be night soon. When it gets dark, I'll take you to the Jade Caverns, like I promised.
Wanchi waves briefly and disappears into some room within the cave that you don't think you've got a chance to see in this particular part of your journey. It's okay, sometimes stuff happens off-screen. Well, just you and Lank, right?
I suppose. Actually, I have some things I want to think about. If you really want to talk to me, I'll be reflecting in the only room appropriate for such tasks.
In the quiet room. And once more, you're left by yourself. You guess that neither Elward nor Lank specifically told you not to talk to them, which is basically as good as permission, right? And I will save it right there. Having to read this all myself, my mouth gets dry pretty quick, so I think I'm reaching the limit, and this is actually kind of a good place to call it for now, so we'll get back into this next time. So until next time, later.